Okay, this is the easy process to install Bogart 8 for Windows. Before we begin, we're going to go down here to Cortana. It's a great tool. You just click it, type in whatever you're looking for. It looks in places like apps, documents, and the web for what you type in, or you can actually speak to Cortana. Anyway, we want to create a restore point. It's never happened that there are problems during a Bogart install, but you never know. So we're always careful, and before we make any changes to our computer, we always create a restore point, and that way we can always get back to that spot. So here we go. We're going to click on create a restore point, and go to create, and we'll type in Bogart 8 Windows, and click create. Of course, if you have to come back and restore your system, that was this button up here. But anyway, that restore has worked, and if we wanted to go there, we could go back to this time, but we don't, so we'll cancel. Click OK to leave it, and we'll go on to the download. Okay, our a restore point has been created, and now we're ready to install Bogart 8 for Windows. We're going to click on our browser to macrosystem.us website. Go down to Downloads. Click Bogart for Windows. Right at the top, you'll see the latest version, Bogart 8.3 with Airbus 7 and 6. Left-click the link there, and it'll bring up another dialog box asking you, do you want to put it on a desktop? That sounds good to me. That way we'll be able to find it right there on our computer desktop. So we click Save. And it's going to take a while. It's 160 megabytes. Not too bad, but I'm in the boonies and the connection isn't very big. So we'll come back after it's done. Okay, our download is finished, and there it is on our desktop. We'll double left click it, and we will accept the terms in the license agreement. And it's asked us if we want to allow the software to make changes to this PC, and we'll click yes. You might not be able to see this screen. And now it's copying the new files, and it's finished. We click finish, and we're ready to go. Another thing you can do with this install file is double left click on it again if you ever have trouble, and you'll have the option to repair. So we'll click repair, and we're running Bogart already, so we're going to go down here and close it by using the right trackball button and then the left trackball button. And now it's copying the new files. Removing the backup files. And click the finish button to exit the wizard setup. Finish. So now we are done repairing it. One last option, you could also go back and launch it, double left click it, and you'll have the option to remove it. I've never seen anybody have to go past the repair technique, but and remove it and reinstall it, but it's there if you need it. So we'll cancel out of there. Yes, I want to cancel the installation because we've already done it, and we'll finish. And See you on the other side. Okay, your Bogart is probably going to be up here on the screen. And if you want to get it down on the taskbar on a regular basis, you could right click on it and it will say pin from taskbar, and then it'll also show up down there in the taskbar. But we've already put it down there, so we'll just click somewhere else and that screen will go away. And we will launch Bogart. Already had it running. We'll make it maximize to the screen. It's a project we're working on, actually. We'll go to the settings menu. You'll see the version you're running in the lower left-hand corner, and as well as the serial number. So jot that down, because in order to activate the software, you're going to have to tell your dealer what your serial number is, and then he'll pull the license numbers for the software you want and email them back to you. Okay, when you first download and launch Bogart 8, what really shows up is version 6, the bronze edition. You need to go into the settings menu, and you can see version 6.8. You'll need to go into the activation, install product, and select Bogart 8 and activate. I already had the code entered. You're going to have to enter the 12-digit code that you get from your dealer to make it active. Also, you should get Airbus 7. And I've entered my code already. I've made that active. And you should also get Gold Edition and the 12-digit code from your dealer for that. And you see, clicking OK, that we're now operating version 8.3. And so with this 8.3 install file, you can also, if you're on Bogart 6, you can also update your Bogart to a later version of Bogart 6. So we'll hide that, and you will see we're back to version 6.8, which is the highest version of 6. And so that would be the free update if you did not want to install or pay for the Bogart 8 or 7. If you're on Bogart 7, click activate there, it will update for free to Bogart 7.6. And so that's another free upgrade for you if you don't want to pay for Bogart 8. And then finally, paying for Bogart 8 would be the best thing to do with Airbus 7. And that's the way it would look then. I'll go back to the main menu. Version 8 Gold Edition, the best way to go. Okay, if you've got one of our Casablanca 4 studios, you'll have a software folder on the desktop, and all your add-on software will be there for you. And you just double left click to install it, like we double left clicked Bogart 8 as well. If you've got if you just downloaded your Bogart 8 to a PC, you'll also need to download your add-ons. Go to the download page off our website for Bogart for Windows, and there was our Bogart 8 file, but down below that is all the add-on files as well. So same as the Bogart file, just double left click them, and they will install and save to the same spot that the desktop that your Bogart 8 saved to. And we'll click save, and we'll just click open and install that, accept the terms, and install like that just like you did Bogart 8. That's simple. Then you have to buy the activation code from your dealer as well. Or if you want to run it in demo mode, you don't need the license number. Just go over there, the install product, and it will be in the demo mode. And then if you do like it, call your dealer or contact your dealer and get a license code. So when you finally do get all your add-ons loaded in and you're all active or in demo mode or however you want, once you're done putting in new programs, you might want to save them to a thumb drive. So plug in your thumb drive and click export, and I'll select that folder to send my licensing file. And so they were successfully exported, and now when if I ever reinstall and to save typing all the numbers in, now I'll just import the codes. I believe that was E drive folder, and now all the license codes were successfully imported back in. So that saves a lot of time typing if you ever do have to go through a reinstall. Okay, this is the project setting for this project I'm working on, telling you the ins and out of a Bogart 8 Windows install. And I will right click to go back to the main menu, and all our files we import here, and we select the choose files. Now Windows has many options of displaying your clips, and one way is the data, but there's other ways. We can click here and choose any one of these different types of display options, and a lot of people will probably like the extra large icons, and you can see what clips they are, and you can just select the ones you want and click open. And you can do some other things to it, but we know it's fine, and we're going to just click the Start Import, and it will go into Bogart. Okay, another way of bringing in every clip that you shot would be, let's say we wanted everything from November 3rd. Left click the top one and go down here and hold down the Shift key, and then click the bottom one, and it would capture all of them. Or you could just capture a few of the clips by holding down the Control key on the keyboard and just selecting a few of them. And then they're down here, and all three clips are now ready to import. Okay, we're using Windows 10 here. Probably most of you are using Windows 10. It's a good idea to keep it updated. To do that, you click the Windows icon in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Then click the Settings button. And then select Update and Security. And then check for updates, and it'll search the internet. So you got to have your PC hooked up to the internet, and it'll tell you your device is up to date, last checked, or it'll tell you you need to update this or that, and you just go ahead and let it automatically update. It won't hurt your projects or anything. It's just an update. It's not an install of Windows. If you did for some reason have to do a reinstall of Windows, contact your dealer or Macro Systems, and there's a way that you can save yourself some trouble. It's brand new, and I'd like to mention it now, but we're just learning how to operate it ourselves, so not quite ready for prime time yet. But if you ever do have to reinstall Windows, you'll want to get that information from your dealer or from Macro Systems.